I mentioned MMC problem. Like, MMC problem is memory card problem. It could be SD card, it could be MMC. MMC is the bigger one. So it could be either of them. It could be, there's another name, CDMC, but what I'm saying, just trying to say, memory card, external storage that is being brought onto the phone. They have their own connector as well. If there's a problem with the connector, invariably it will not work. If that is the problem, if you put your SIM, some people will mistakenly put SIM in the, all this micro SIM in the camera, in the memory card slot. If that happens and they don't know how to remove it and force it out, it could damage some of the connectors on the board. If that happens, all you have to do is to get a replacement. Most times, what you do here is to replace whatever has got damage and you begin to use your phone. If the damage has not gone beyond that particular component to another one, if all that happened was that you mistakenly inserted the wrong thing into that connector, all you have to do is to make a change. And at times, it could be that your memory card is bad. So prior making any change, you must have tested your memory card with another phone, or a working memory card must have been brought on your phone to actually see what the problem is. And at times, you may say the memory card slot is bad, but in natural sense, it's not bad. How do I mean? There are some phones that their capacity cannot drive certain memory card. So if you put beyond the memory card that is required that the phone can drive, the next message you will get in some instances is that your phone memory card is bad. It's bad to the phone because it could not drive the capacity you have on the memory card. So you have to get a smaller memory card for it to be able to work well. So if that is the problem you encounter, it means that a lower memory card, a lower memory card will actually solve that problem, because that's not actually a problem. It's just putting the wrong memory card in the right place. But if all of this is not the problem, after testing the memory cards elsewhere and in a similar phone, the memory card is working there, it means that the problem could be escalated. And escalating it is majorly changing the IC. I'm mentioning IC, integrated circuit, but everybody will always say IC. But for the benefit of people watching this video, IC that I've mentioned so far, I've not said the full meaning of IC. It's just integrated circuit. So it also has a circuit that is integrated beside it. So when you do that, I've had instances whereby there's a loss of memory card and SIM on a particular Infinix phone. So all I did was, the IC controlling them, I made a reflow. Like I explained the other time, that you put a little of soldering paste on the surface that you want to reflow. If there's a dry soldering, what happened to that phone was actually a dry soldering. The phone was coming up. There was no damage on the. There was no damage seen on the memory card or the SIM slot, and it wasn't showing to show no memory and no SIM. And all I did was just a reflow. After reflowing, I put the memory and the SIM card, and it started working. And to the best of my knowledge, the owner of that phone never had a problem with it until he got it disposed. That problem never resurged. So your workstation, as the name sound, could really solve a lot of the problem on your phone. So if that is the problem, it's possible you reflow it and your memory card will start working again. So it's also a possible solution. All these things we are saying is troubleshooting. And when you say troubleshooting, you're looking for where the problem is. That's where we have to come up with various solutions to a particular problem. Because the problem could have come from various points that cannot be pointed like a broken screen. A broken screen, I don't need to begin to look elsewhere to know where the solution to a broken screen is. Unlike this problem I've mentioned in other phones,